Okay, hey everybody, welcome back to another video. Thanks for tuning in today. We have another interesting topic. Some more information has came out regarding Brandon Coleman, his girlfriend Skye. Yes, yes. She has breaking news. We're going to be reviewing her interview she had with Sneak Reviews. And I like to comment on the videos as I'm watching it. That way you guys can get her words. So straight from the horse's mouth. That's how I like to do it. So it's very interesting. He had a girlfriend. They were together, I think, like 6 weeks. And she witnessed everything from the time she was with Brandon after they divorced. Okay. So we're going to get into it today. Michelle Lau did an interview with Tasha K, I think yesterday. But you have to download the app to hear it. I don't know. I'm not trying to subscribe to anything right now. So I'm just going to pass along the message. I heard that the video was basically pretty much everything that she already stated in her videos that she came out with already. So there's really pretty much no new information. But I'm interested in hearing what Brandon's girlfriend Skye has to say about everything. So she's going to talk about what happened. Hey, Carmelite.
Hello, everybody. Yes, I'm interested in hearing what she has to say.
Okay, cool. I got a delivery coming soon, so I may have to pause it, but I'm gonna let the video play while I'm running to do that. So let's get started with this video.
So this guy on the line?
Yeah.
Huh? Oh, okay. Hold on, I want you to hold on. So I was just share with the people what we're gonna do tonight and to let you guys understand some of the things that they're saying and how untrue it really is and how this was definitely, in my alleged opinion, for the record, I must say everything that we're saying is alleged and it's used for religious and educational and entertainment purposes. Okay, purposes. Okay, just have to say that there. But nevertheless, it's breaking news. You don't get this anywhere else and from anybody else, and you getting it from an eyewitness who was there. When he was arrested, what he was arrested for, and he had moved on with his life, wasn't bothering nobody. In fact, I might just start off showing you how people were actually bothering him, sending him emails, not emails, but text messages and stuff through Messenger and stuff like that. Y'all can see it right here. Yeah, look at that. That's a BM. That's baby mama. That's what that is. That is baby mama. If Brandon had did anything, why is baby mama talking to him? This is from baby mama is what he got listed. You see the big letter C, which I assume allegedly stands for Cora Jakes, talking to Brandon, who's not even living with her, who's moved on with his life and going about his business, actually working a job, not needing anything from the Potter's house or from baby mama, but she decided to text him. Lord have mercy to Jesus. And so we're giving people the chance to come in because once we start, we're not going back. That's for sure. And I believe for certainty that Brandon was definitely being set up. There's no question in my mind.
Okay, so she done came with receipts. So basically, yeah, she got the phone messages, which is this is off of Brandon's cell phone, and it's from Cora. I don't know if y'all can see at the top it says a C, and at the bottom it says baby mama. So I guess that's Cora. And Brandon text messages are in the blue, and Cora's is in the other thread. So he's basically saying, morning, how does 12:30 to, I can't barely read. How does 12:30
It
look?
says
Can you
12:30
see that?
to 1 p.m. look. How does
Okay.
12:30 to 1 p.m. look for y'all for me to come through?
Okay, and he replied, "That's fine." Oh, she replied, "That's fine. I'm at church for the volunteer meeting." And he said, "Okay." She said, "Let me know when you're at the park. We are headed home." So he replied, 13 minutes, pulling up.
So
Can
this
you
is
read that
him.
last one?
This is his phone. He's texting Cora.
Cora. Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
But this boy was definitely being set up now, and especially now that we got eyes on the ground and lies as well too. Now, I know what you're probably saying. Oh, you're probably saying like, "Wow, get on with it." But I'm not in no hurry to get on with it. A hurry gets people in trouble. I'm not in no hurry to get on with anything. I mean, let's soak this in because some of this is shocking to me. It's shocking to me because it's just shocking to me. Because we didn't heard so many things from people who wasn't there, who don't know anything. Now, for those of you who don't know, I repeat again, she was there when he actually got arrested. She was with him when he got arrested. So she knows, so this ain't no junk, no lies. She has all the paperwork. She has his cell phone and everything else concerning him. She even has his divorce papers. Guess what? Brandon did know he was divorced, okay? And moved on with his life, wasn't bothering those people. And that wasn't good enough for them. It moved up.
Wait. Ooh, wait. Oh, so Brandon didn't even know he was divorced. Okay. That's very shocking. Okay. How you don't know you're divorced? So they was really trying to hurry up and do some things behind the scenes real quick and swiftly. Oh,
Right.
Moved on, got a girlfriend, had a job, was trying to make it the best way that he could, and was blindsided because he was playing with vipers, as Jesus said. Called them vipers and stuff like that. And just looking up there, I find it absolutely amazing if you can copy that particular DM. So the blue is Brandon, right? Or is it blue is Cora?
The blue is Brandon. The gray is Cora.
Okay, so the blue is Brandon that you see there. And the gray, of course, would be Cora. And I think that one says morning. How does 12:30 to 1 o'clock look for y'all for me to come through? So he's asking. He's not even trying to bother these people. And she texts, "That's fine. I'm drinking my water." No, she's not. I'm just joking. I just threw that water part in. But she texts, "That's fine. I'm at church for the volunteer meeting." He says, "Okay." And Cora says, "Let me know when you're at the park. We are headed home." Then he says, 13 minutes, pulling up at the park. So I'm going to be there in 13 minutes. And then he says, "Hey, we'll probably be back closer to 7. Is that cool?" She says, "Sure." Now, all of this is supposed to be to a person who you believe molested a child. All of this proves that you couldn't believe. Hold on. All of this believe that you couldn't believe he molested a child because you're dropping off. Man, I hope every state attorney in the world is listening to me because a lawyer is going to have a field day on why she's dropping this little boy off to somebody who you believe is molesting a child. That don't make sense to me, and I know
That doesn't make sense. How are you going to drop off a child to someone that you're accusing of molesting your child? That does not make any sense to me.
Whatsoever.
That's crazy. Okay.
Okay.
It says this is from his own iPhone. Now I got his iPhone. Look at that. Yeah, I got his iPhone. I don't live in Texas. I live a long way from Texas. That's right. And I'm looking at it. She's a liar. And not only if she lied about this, and she'll lie about anything. Can't trust nothing she say. That's why I tell you, you got to be careful with people. So let me just go ahead before I go any further. I've already let y'all saw some of the personal stuff of him and his conversation with Cora. Now, you know what? You know the exact date. Let me see if I see it. This is, okay, light up phone. Let me see. I want to see what the exact date is. Can you see the date on there? This is April 20. What happened to my light?
Yeah, April 23rd are these text messages.
Oh,
Okay, so the date on the text message is April 23rd. And we're going to find out some new information today. He wasn't arrested on May 4th. They're going to explain it, but the warrant wasn't issued until April, I think the day after he dropped off of the boy Jason, which was in April.
Mm-hmm.
So
they're
this,
saying
yeah,
he
this
was
is really
arrested
good.
April. They're saying he was arrested April 4th, but right here
May 4th.
clearly you can
May
see.
4th.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but this text message was April 23rd. Okay, so I'm gonna let it play. Let me run to get my delivery quick. So I'm gonna let it play. Okay.
Okay.
light went down. April 23rd. That's right. This is April the 23rd. So we got a timeline and everything, which I think is important. April 23rd. April the 23rd is important because, keep in mind, they claim that they have a warrant issued for him April 20th, right? April 20th, a warrant is allegedly issued for the arrest of Brandon Coleman, Richard Brandon Coleman. But here, you guys have on April 23rd, she's texting him to come and pick up his son, Jason. And one of the things I found out from looking through Brandon's iPhone is that Brandon really does love Jason. He really does. There's no question about that in my mind. He really does love Jason. Keep the timeline. There you go, Pam. You're looking at it. So like Pam is on it. April 23rd, April 20th, a warrant is issued because of her for Brandon. Or maybe it was because of her. We don't know who it was because of. We know it was issued because we talked to people in Georgia. That's the 20th of April. All right. Now, all of a sudden, that's going to be changed later on to the 10th of June. But remember, Brandon was arrested because of a warrant issued April 20th. But here we are, April 23rd, with Cora instructing him to meet her at the park. So before we go any further, let me guys kind of introduce you guys to Skye. That's her name, Skye. S-K-Y. Skye, introduce yourself and tell the world who you are.
Yes, I'm his girlfriend. I actually, y'all call him Brandon, but I call him Twin.
Okay. So this is Skye. She got some pretty red hair, it looks like. Yeah, she's sitting next to Brandon. See, we know all this, but Brandon had moved on. Pretty girl.
Wow, that's crazy. I didn't even know that. So things is
I've been
coming
this
out.
girl only for a short amount of time, a couple of months now. We were 6 weeks together. Up to the day he got arrested, we had been together for 6 weeks up to that point.
So she's saying from the day they got arrested, they've been together for 6 weeks. Skye, were you with him when he got arrested?
Yes. We were on our way to the store and they arrested him in the parking lot, in my parking lot.
So they arrested him with Skye in her parking lot, all right? And so it's important that we got actual witnesses on the ground. So go ahead and finish saying what you said. I'm gonna mute myself. Let's talk about how you and Brandon walked, well, not necessarily how you guys really met, but let's talk about the fact, so you knew that Brandon was divorced, right? Did he lie to you?
No, he didn't lie about that. He didn't lie about anything, actually. The divorce papers was in the car.
Oh, so it was in the car. And just so you know, I have the divorce papers too, so I know exactly what it says. I just want them to understand that. And all of Brandon's enemies too, I have the divorce papers. So Brandon knew he was divorced. Brandon went on about his business, got a little job, met him a very, very beautiful woman. I mean, actually eye pleasing. You know, your eye candy. I thought Brandon was blind until I seen you. I was like, Lord, he was blind, but now he sees.
That was a step up.
Look at that.
Whoa, wait a minute. Okay, wait a minute. He did know he was divorced. He got served divorce papers, and he had moved on with his life. Deborah Kent said, "Shalom."
Yeah,
I
he
think
did
that
know.
they were planning on killing the young man. They took him into a prison and way out of nowhere. Girl, when y'all hear what this girl said, just wait. It's coming. It's coming because this is crazy.
She looked
This
way
is
better than
crazy.
Cora.
She's pretty. He stepped up. Okay, he this is what you call leveled up. Hold on, I got another picture right here. She look happy. He look happy. They chilling. They moved on with their life. Brandon was good. He didn't look back. He was like, screw Cora, screw all of them. Moved on.
That's what it looked
Okay,
like to me.
let's continue. Let's continue.
That's Skye. Look at that. See, look at that. See, look at that. I mean, you know what? I knew. See, I was out there. See, drink your water. Keep drinking it. They ain't gonna help you. Look at that. That's Brandon moving on with his life. Happy. Wasn't bothering nobody. Working his little job. You see what I'm saying? Look, I'm gonna tell you something. The one thing I learned for reading divorce papers and reading everything that's going on with Brandon is all money ain't good money. I don't care who it's coming from. Rich daddy, rich
again.
woman. You can be miserable with a rich person. I'm so glad I got my own. Billie Holiday helped me out. Well, Diana Ross, when she sang, God bless the child that's got his own. Ain't nothing like having your own. That boy was in prison. He was glad to be out of prison. Look at him, happy, minding his business, and a woman's calling him on the 23rd to come and get his son. Now keep in mind, I don't talk about this because it's important. He was not allowed to keep Amari. Tell us why he wasn't allowed to keep Amari, girlfriend.
Okay, so with Amari, I just know at some point they had Amari out of town, and he said that they were having complications, and she wouldn't allow him to. This was before I knew all that I know now.
Okay.
I asked a lot of questions. So he said that this was. He said that this was. She was out of town for a amount of time, and then he wasn't allowed to see her for whatever reason, whatever complications they were having. So he was only allowed visitation with his son and not the daughter.
Okay,
So Brandon was only able to see Jason, but he was not allowed to see Amari. So that's kind of crazy because if he was doing anything to one of the children, seems like she wouldn't let him see none of the children. To me, like what?
Yeah, exactly. If you think that he's touching one child, what makes you think he's not touching all the children? So I would be afraid to even let him be around any of my children.
Cora is correct. And I'm only going based off of what people that know her have said. I'm going off of what Michelle Lau said. I'm going off of now what Skye has said. So allegedly, according to these people, this is what they're saying about her. She's batshit crazy. Something wrong with her. Okay.
Well, she has a freaking history of being mental.
That's the reason why she
That's
couldn't
clear.
legally adopt, huh? Because when look,
Right.
you know, I tried to be a foster parent one time. These people go back into your history, girl. They go all the way back, and they go through everything in your background. I had a suspended license. They asked me, "Why was your license suspended?" What? I got them now. I'm trying to. I was gonna be a foster parent, so I was like, "Let me give me a couple of kids." But no, they screen you. So if she had any type of mental illness on her background, they're not going to let her adopt. They don't care if her daddy TD Jakes. That's the reason why she couldn't legally adopt. Okay.
And that's why she kept stealing people's babies.
And then you know Amari's name was Bianca something. Her mother, they shipped her back to Mexico or something. Okay. That's another, I gotta find
Oh
out
wow,
some more
that's
information
crazy.
on that one too. Now let me continue.
That answers a lot of questions. Brandon was not even allowed to see his daughter. He was only allowed to see his son, which we know as Michelle Loud's son, Jason. All right, on a regular basis, and you guys already saw the receipts where she was instructing him to come pick up Jason because Amari was out of town. Not only that, we have another friend who was saying that she told her that Amari suffers from schizophrenia just like her mother. So that's what the friend of Cora says, that Cora told her that she got Amari because Amari's mother suffered from schizophrenia. So schizophrenia can be genealogical and can also run in your blood. But one thing's for sure, we know that both these kids actually missed Richard Brandon Coleman, and that she wouldn't allow him to see Amari, and he didn't put up.
Okay, so listen, Cora got a history of dealing with women that are either going through things, like Michelle. She was going through things. She was homeless. She was having issues with the postpartum and things. Amari's mother was schizophrenic. So they prey on the weak. You come into the church, all right? This is why I have a problem with the church, okay? Whether it's a mega church, small church, I've been to all of them. They prey on the weak and vulnerable. You go there for a need, okay? You're searching for God, okay? You think God is there. So that's why you're going, because we have our spirit is yearning for God's, right? For God. You go there and you're in a house full of devils. It's crazy. And then you gotta play the game.
Yeah, and you know, I bet you it was nothing wrong with that with Amari's mother. I bet you she was just going through something and then she just gonna blame it as schizophrenic. She gonna say she's schizophrenic. And it wasn't really nothing wrong with her.
Nothing.
She just
Everybody got a
wanted her
problem.
baby.
Wait a minute. How everybody got a problem raising their kids and Cora ain't got one kid of her own? How's she the mother Teresa? This is what I don't understand. How's everybody an unfit mother with her? Cause see, if it was me, I swear it would have been, I promise you, it would have been all hell to pay. Girl, I'm in my right mind. What's wrong with your mind? You're gonna tell me how I'm not a good mother or an unfit mother for my children so you can have them? No, sweetie, I don't think so.
Right.
I don't care who your daddy is. Okay, these are mine.
So how are you better than me because you have more money than me? And your daddy is well known. Please.
Well, okay, let's continue because I want to get through this.
No fuss about it at all whatsoever. Went on about his life, all right? Moved on with his woman about his life. I think that is so important because when a lot of times when y'all have moved on and y'all think the devil forgot about y'all, the devil is lurking and you got to be careful. But as I always say, and I think that people should remember this, I say it all the time, but I don't know if y'all remember that God always got a ram in the bush. Always. He always has it. In your darkest hour, if you look careful enough, you'll find a ram in the bush. And so we have a timeline. So tell us, so he told you he was divorced. You knew. When did you learn who he was married to?
The day he was arrested.
What was that like? Can you take us through that day? You're going to learn from somebody who was there with Brandon.
So he didn't even claim Cora. So he done moved on. He done met a whole new woman. He didn't even tell her who he was married to. He just like, I'm divorced. And what's up, babe? And let's just go and move forward. He was not thinking about Cora. Oh, wow. She didn't know who he was married to until the day he got arrested. Wow.
Yeah, so she had moved on. I mean, sorry, he had
He
moved
moved
on.
on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
And
and then he got
I
arrested.
bet you she was hating on him and her too.
You know he was. You know she was.
Because
And look,
she's
and then
prettier.
another thing,
She's prettier than her.
they arrested him at her house. So I thought it was Brandon's house. In the other video, when I thought it was Brandon's house that he got arrested, but it was actually the girlfriend's house. So come on, she finna tell what happened the day he got arrested.
What actually happened? She was in the car with him. This is lover.
Man, the day he was arrested was on the 25th. April
The 20 what? The 20 what?
April 25th. He was arrested.
April 25th, he's arrested. Let's stop right there. Because now we have a timeline. So April 20th, a warrant comes out for Brandon's arrest. April 23rd, his ex-wife is handing Jason off to him. So that is so important, okay? So why would you be handing Jason off to a person who you believe molested a child who's out of town? She's not even in Texas. Does it make sense to anybody at all, period, whatsoever? But on April 25th, Brandon and his girlfriend are going to the store, and Brandon is going to be arrested. Go ahead and take it from there, Skye.
All right, so when he actually got arrested, they pulled me away from the scene and asked me, do I know what he's been arrested for? And I said, no. The officer proceeds to tell me what he's been arrested for, and I automatically disbelieved it. But they told me what he was arrested for, and this was even before he was, they sent him that paper in jail June 10th.
So they told you that he was arrested for truancy?
No, they did not say that.
But that's what he was arrested for.
You see, that's not what they told me.
But what was he arrested for on the 25th of April?
He was arrested for the sexual assault of his daughter.
He was arrested on the 25th for the sexual assault of his daughter, right?
Right.
Then why did he get that June 10th? That's a warrant for the sexual assault of his daughter, June 10th, who's out of town, whom he wasn't even allowed to see.
I'm not right with it.
Whoa. Okay, pause. So they have a warrant for June the 10th, but he was arrested April 26th? For what? What?
Wait, they have a warrant for June the 10th, 2 months later?
You don't arrest somebody before a warrant? Come on now,
What the hell?
Listen. We're this is bogus. This is bogus. How you gonna arrest somebody? Don't tell them what they arrested for, and then issue them a warrant almost 2 months after? What judge signed this? Like, this is okay. Let me continue. I got a lot of questions, but let me continue.
Something not right with that. So on the 25th, unbeknownst to his girlfriend Skye here, Brandon is arrested for something that happened in Georgia. He is not arrested for sexual assault of Amari Coleman. That says AC. You see that right here.
Mm-hmm.
So they held this boy in jail for over 40 some odd days for something that happened, not even with him, but listen to this. It happened with his brother, his younger brother. Tell them who his younger brother is.
He has a younger brother by the name of Angelo.
So Angelo did something, and they got it mixed up with Brandon. And Brandon was arrested for something Angelo did. Not something he did, something Angelo did. And held in jail
Angelo
for
molested
over
the little
47 days,
girl?
even though
No, see, this is crazy. So, okay, Brandon's brother Angelo did something in Georgia, but they picked up Brandon for it. I'm confused. And
I'm
then
so
look, they didn't even
confused.
tell the girlfriend what they was arresting him for.
They did tell her. They said he was arrested for sexual assault of his daughter.
No, she said he didn't. Oh, that's what they said that they was arresting him for.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Okay, I probably missed that. Okay, let me continue.
They had already knew that this wasn't Brandon. They were using this to hold this man in jail. And then June 10th, and you got the warrant right here, June 10th, when they couldn't hold him no longer, especially after everybody online had already busted him open and started talking to the people in Georgia, they walked into jail and handed Brandon these papers. And guess what? We are now arresting you for the sexual assault of Amari Coleman. Even that bond should be thrown out, because how are you going to issue a bond of $150,000 for Brandon for something that his brother did? It wasn't even Brandon. That warrant was issued on the 20th and issued by Grand Prairie. Who picked him up? Or who were they?
They wasn't even wearing police uniforms, so I couldn't even tell you.
Girl, let me tell you something. Anytime the marshals or FBI, whatever, they have to identify themselves. Nobody just come picking you up out your house, out your car, and they telling you where you going, who they are, nothing. This sound like TDJ's people. I'm sorry. It was TDJ's people, wasn't no police. Wasn't. And Deborah, you're so right. Because if it wasn't for Michelle speaking out, we would never know none of this was going on. I wouldn't have known. I've been knew these people was some crooks, but this is by far the strangest story I've ever heard dealing with these crazy churches. So Michelle could have saved his life by speaking out. But see, everything that's done in the dark comes to the light.
Yeah, it's starting to come out because this none of this is making sense. This has to be a scam, and this is exactly what it looks like, because they're not doing anything right. Nothing is making sense. It's just crazy.
They are breaking all type of laws here.
Right. I don't think the police is even allowed to do this unless unless it's some crooked cops doing it for money, or they paying them off or something. It just don't seem right.
Okay, let's continue.
So did they look like police or look like
Yeah, they had on Marshall, like their bullet vest said Marshall on it,
okay.
but they was wearing regular clothes.
So now we know that Texas is really screwed up when it comes to law enforcement. You have like several kinds of marshals. They have the U.S., the United States Marshals, and then they have the Texas Marshals. So could you tell whether these were the Texas Marshals or the United States Marshals?
It didn't say U.S., it just said Marshals on the vest. So I assume it was Texas Marshals.
Exactly.
Yeah, and honestly, I couldn't tell. I said they was wearing regular clothes, pulling up in black SUV.
I want to know what kind of money this man got. If he got the police working for him, he got the lawyers working for him, the judges working for him, the city, the media, the news, everything is working for him. And the people in the church. They can put you out, they can kill you, they can kick you out, they can erase you. They can erase your life. They can take your kids. What can they not do at this point? Do this man think he died in the flesh or something? I'm confused. This shit got me pissed off. I need a whole drink right now. Okay. I don't know who came and picked up Brandon, but the girlfriend don't know if it was the Texas Marshals, if it was the U.S. Marshals. We don't know who got the man. We don't know. But we gonna learn today. Let's see. Continue.
He's in regular cars.
Sound like people from the Potter's house, if you ask me.
Thank
But
you.
anyway, nevertheless, I can assure you, if it was U.S. Marshals, they would have had jackets on. All of it would have said United States Marshals, and they look for fugitives. Brandon wasn't a fugitive. They knew he was working, and he had just picked up his child on the 23rd. So why would they need to look for him when he was picking his child up from Cora at the park on the 23rd? Does that make any sense to you?
Right. No, not at all.
Do you smell setup?
Yep. And then on top of that, remember she sent the text message right before he was arrested?
Yeah, I ain't showed all that yet. We don't want to show all our hands. Some of the stuff we want to save it for a lawyer. So U.S. Marshals come, and the U.S. Marshals interrupt. What was y'all going to the store for?
We were just going to the store to get some groceries for the house.
Going to the store to get some groceries for the house. Look at that.
Okay, boom. Imagine y'all just going to the store and you don't know what's going on. You just going on vicariously with your life, your new girlfriend, living your best life. And then on your way back from the store, you got SUVs, people pulling up, jumping out the car, and hemming you up. For what? Because I would have been thinking, like, if I'm really innocent, common sense would tell me, like, what did I do? What are the charges? What happened? What's going on? This is how people get shot, though, too. Because they probably, you know what? If it wasn't for the girlfriend, they probably, if they called Brandon by himself, they probably would have said he was going for a gun or something, and they had to shoot and kill him. Because I honestly believe they don't want Brandon to speak because he knows too much. He knows too much. And if he tell, oh my God, it will be, all their secrets will be exposed. So they got Brandon. This is crazy. Let me continue.
What y'all gonna eat?
Ain't no telling. He probably would want some chicken again.
Well, chicken again. Look at that. Yeah, again.
This is sad, man.
Oh, you reading that warrant, huh? See, people don't take time to read that. And he just got that on the 10th of he got that on the 10th of June. So he didn't have it. So what did that cop say to you? I want them to know exactly what he said to you when you went to get something. What did you go get?
It was crazy. I went to go get paper and pen because I was like, what jail are y'all taking him to? And what phone number can I call?
What jail y'all taking him to? What phone number can I call? So then what did they say?
So he allowed me to go get the paper and pen, and he gave me Grand Prairie jail information.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he told me to don't try to help him and don't try to go see him and don't get involved and stuff like that.
Whoa. Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. I got to keep pausing it. But look, they told her, don't try to help him. Don't try to contact him. Stay out of it. This my dude. This my man. What you mean? I need to know if I need to put a bail. Like, what's going on? Like, where can I talk to him at? They said, don't try to contact him. What? Who? If they was following anything the legal way, they would have never told that girl that. Never. These people are up to no good. They sneaking around, locking up people, stealing babies, shipping people off to other countries so they won't speak. What? They doing more in this church than they do in the world. You would think this is a mob. This is a gang. TD Jakes is a gang. Potter's house is Crips up in there. He's
Potter's
the
house
head
gang.
leader of the Crip gang. I'm sorry. He's worse than any Crip, any gangbanger I know at this point. What the hell? I can't believe this. He done sent his goons to pick up his son-in-law. And where they gonna take him? She said to what, Prairie? Hold on. Let me continue. You got something to say, Kamari?
You continue.
Okay, let me continue.
Out of his car and pull it out.
So wait a minute. Are you telling me they told you you went got the paper and pen, and you came back, and they told you don't try to help him. What else?
Oh, and he did. He also asked me, "Am I a part of what's going on? Am I a part of the sexual assault or know any more information about it, stuff like that?" And I was like, "No, I still don't understand what's going on." And
so if you're a part of the sexual assault, what part you played when you wasn't even there?
Exactly.
Why would she be a part of any type of sexual assault when she didn't even know this man was married to Cora Jakes? So they just trying to fish and ask for answers to see to get answers to see if she know anything. That's why they was asking that, because they already know it's bogus why they arresting him.
Wait, what did they ask her?
They asked her if she knew anything about the sexual assault, and she was like, no. How would she know about that when she don't even know that he was married to Cora Jakes? So she wouldn't know about Amari. She wouldn't know about Cora because she just found out that that's who he was married to. That's what she said. So they just trying to see if she know anything, or what her reaction was gonna be. Because sometimes, they'll ask you a question to see your reaction. That's why it's always good to keep a calm face. Don't show no emotion. When the police question you or asking you something, look straight in their eyes like you don't know. Don't smile. Don't show no emotion. Just keep a straight face. They won't be able to tell if you lying or if you know anything. But she really don't know anything, so she was being honest. She don't know nothing. He didn't tell her anything because he didn't even know he was being charged with that. He didn't know Cora was going behind the scenes accusing him of this. He just dropped off Jason. So he like, what? Brandon probably was like, what? So let me continue.
Exactly. I told him we hadn't been together for that long. He was like, you really need to get to know who you're dating.
Oh, but he don't want you to look for him or anything, huh?
Yeah, he said don't look. He told me not to look for him, don't get involved, and don't try to help him.
Don't look for him, don't get involved, and don't try to help him. Does that sound like the police department? Well, it does sound like the police department these days. Brandon probably lucky they just didn't shoot him, which is what they probably wanted. This probably they could have pulled it off because they didn't tell the world any of these things at all, period. Oh, they were just divorced. Nothing was behind the divorce. And all of a sudden now they try and turn him in the eye of public opinion into a predator. All right, into the eye of public. Oh, this is Bishop Jakes. Our family has suffered an injury. What injury? The kid is out of town. The kid is of age, and do you know that they had two other men tried first for this girl's sexual assault other than Brandon? Did you know this? It was actually four other men, but I know of two of their names. Did you know that?
This is crazy.
Before they got to Brandon, did you know that four other men submitted to lie detector tests? You didn't?
No, the only information I started knowing about is from watching you and the information I already had from having his belongings.
So you didn't know that several other men. So my point is really this, which I'm sure a lawyer is going to grill away this. How come she don't know what went in between her legs?
Exactly.
She is old enough to tell you. She's 13, going on 14 years old. She's old enough to tell you who it is, and there shouldn't have never been another man. She knows what Brandon looks like. That's her father.
That baby done started having sex, and she didn't want to tell her parents.
That's one avenue that she started having sex, and she didn't want to tell her parents. But there's another avenue too. Did he tell you about the sexual orgies they had at the other house?
Oh Lord, no.
Woo, hoo, 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 hoo. She didn't know anything. Imagine meeting somebody and you don't even know, like, the family that they came from, and then all this mess. That's crazy. So she really just finding out. She's finding out stuff as we finding it out.
Oh my God. I'm finding out stuff too. Like, this is just crazy. What more do you want from me? Like,
and listen,
how much more is these people doing?
I believe Cora Dang, I just forgot what I was about to say. You had me. You just had me thrown off when you said that. What more do you want from me, really? Listen, I believe Cora. If she really thought that Brandon did something to Amari, it's no way that she would have been letting Jason go with him. It's no way. That don't even make sense. That doesn't even make sense to think that
Yeah.
he touched your daughter, but you letting Jason go with him. Girl, you wouldn't do that. That's not even common sense. Let me continue, girl.
He didn't tell you allegedly about the sexual orgies that they had over at the other house?
No, I don't think I would have thought to even ask that question specifically.
So it's public record, and so people should really get that record, because how do you know that whatever happened to this girl didn't happen over there? Who's to say the mother didn't do it?
Right. I said the same thing.
Who's to say the mother didn't do it?
Yeah.
She wants a baby so bad and so desperately. Who's to say that somebody wasn't trying to make this young girl get pregnant so she could have a baby? Sarah got pregnant at 13, her sister. How old is she? 13, right?
I don't know how it's supposed to be.
Okay, this girl here is 13 years old. She about the same age Sarah was when Sarah had her first child.
Oh, Amari 13. Okay, yeah.
13, that's right. About the same age Sarah was.
Oh, okay.
So who's to say with those allegations that that didn't happen at that last place? Because there's a lot of history with that last place, and this is why he's going to need a really decent lawyer to bring that out. Because I don't just believe this just happened now mysteriously. A man whom his kids are still crying for is going to fool around and do something like this. It don't make sense. It look like they preying on the weak.
Wow.
You know what? That makes so much sense that she doesn't even care about Jason and him having a relationship with his father for the last 8 years? So even if it is a lie, this lady is evil. Why would you want to you know what? That's not his biological father, but that's the only father that he's known since they've had that boy Jason. And for you to make up a whole story, if it is a story allegedly, think about the damage that it can cause Jason. He probably wondering, like, where's my dad? This boy's so confused. He don't know who his real mama is. He think Cora is his mama. He think Brandon is his daddy. Now he in jail. Cora, where's she at? Like, girl, let me continue.
Real. I know. That's why when the officer was telling me all that stuff, I was like, I know for sure he didn't do this. I didn't tell them what I knew. But I'm like, I know for sure he didn't do this. I just got to prove it. It's
Let me
terrible.
get to the other one. Okay.
Jail for
What'd you say?
I said too many. It's so many innocent people in jail, man. All because they don't have no money or supporters to help them.
And it's also too many wrongful people. They're using this, and people who really need help can't get it because people like this is manipulating the system and using the system for wrongdoing, and the system is cooperating allegedly for money. So this next text message that's sent to Brandon, let's see, this is April 24th. So April 24th, take a listen to this. This is, of course, Brandon and Cora Jakes talking to each other. All right, so April the 24th. Now remember, this warrant that falsely imprisoned Brandon was granted on April the 20th. So on the 23rd, she's instructing Brandon where to come pick up his son. So she is giving her son to a man whom she has accused of molestation and sexual assault. That don't make sense to me. If it don't fit, it must have quit. If it don't fit, it must have quit. It don't fit, it must have quit. You must have quit because it ain't making sense. On the 20th, you have a warrant issued for Brandon for assault. No, a a warrant is issued for Brandon, but Brandon don't know it. A warrant is issued for him for something that happened with his brother in Georgia. That's what that warrant is about. His brother did something in Georgia as a minor, and they held Brandon in jail for 40 some odd days, almost 50 days, and didn't issue him his warrant until June the 10th, after they thought they had their story together. And
okay, you know what? This is good. It's a good thing that they arrested him when he was with his girlfriend, because now the phone and everything ended up in the right hands. Because if the police had got the phone, we wouldn't be looking at these messages right now. They would have covered all of this stuff up if he was by himself.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what they was thinking, that he was gonna be by himself, but he was with his girlfriend when they pulled up on him.
But they pulled up to her house, though.
They let her keep the phone.
They pulled up to her house. So was they following him, or
They
did
could have been following him.
have the address?
But see, they didn't take his property. She has his property. And all the receipts is on this phone.
Right. So that's a
that boy
good
need a
thing.
lawyer.
That's a good thing that she got all that.
Mm-hmm. It's a good thing. Okay, let's continue.
Understand this. So issue the 20th. On the 23rd, she's actually giving him his son, knowing that a warrant has been issued for his arrest, and telling him what park to go into. And Brandon is being as jolly as Brandon usually is, probably unthinking that they're going to put an Apple iPhone tracker on his car to track where his car goes. But y'all on this page already were aware of that, because we put that story out long before even the regular news did, about the Apple iPhone trackers that they're attaching to people's car. The ideal place for them to put it is under your license plate. They like to put it under your license plate. I'm
about to go check my license plate right now. See, all this new technology they got out now, anybody can find you. It's like you can't hide. You can run, but you can't hide.
To put it under your gas tank and under your bumper as well too, and put it there so they can track where your car goes. So he goes to drop his kids off at the park. You know, these people got investigators, they got cops and everything, and they put an Apple, in my opinion, allegedly, iPhone tracker. Now he's coming to pick up his son. And the reason why I say that is because he's specific on when he's going to drop his son off. And he's letting them know everything he's doing, the exact time he's doing it in. Just a little bit too detailed, too uncomfortable for my position. For a woman who has divorced you, and she says for her own reasons, to concentrate on her own self and her children. She doesn't even consider these his children. She says her children, hers alone. But she allows him to seize this one. All right, so this here they cover saying, and this happened Sunday. Listen to this. It gives a date now. Day, D-A-Y. Sunday, April the 24th. Brandon's in blue. He says, "We're here." And she says, "Oh, shoot, just seeing this. My bad, here I come." Brandon says, "Hey, you on the way?" She says, "Yes." We were when Tugger realized he didn't have his shoes. So she was. Tugger, of course, is Jason. Okay? Look at this. So Brandon says, laughing my butt off. And she says, "Could you grab me some cigars?"
Woo! Boom. So she needs some swishers, because she's about to roll up. Oh no, not Cora. Not sweet little Cora. Not Cora. That's over the children's ministry. You want some cigars? What you gonna do with those, Cora? We don't smoke cigars. We take the tobacco out and then we put some weed in it and we roll it up. That's what we do with cigars, Cora. You smoke too, Cora? Girl, continue.
Holy Ghost. Shut down, Hyundai. Take a ride in my bow tie. Take a ride in my Hyundai. She wants some cigars. What's she finna roll? What you think, Skye?
Ain't no telling.
You know she finna roll up some kush.
He said, "Kush."
You know she finna roll up some kush. Why you scared to say it? You know she want a fat ass bowler.
She probably need something after pulling something like this.
I know she does. Boy, bring me some cigars. The bishop's daughter smokes cigarettes.
Girl, you know Cora probably got that fire. She probably got she got the top shelf $25 million fire. And you going, okay, I would have been over there though. Not playing. No, girl, wouldn't been over there. They probably was over there getting high, stealing babies, getting high, locking people up, and then going to church singing. Wait, she's at the meeting, the church meeting. Did you do that before or after you got high, Cora? Or maybe you just went in there after you finished smoking. Y'all some hypocrites. I can't stand them. Don't tell me not to smoke, but y'all over there rolling up big fat blunts every day. But then you gonna go to church and tell people don't smoke. Get the fuck out of here.
And whatever they put in them. And then want to tell y'all how to live. You see what I'm saying? Cora wanted some cigars, Yvonne. You got to follow now. Cora did. You look up there on your screen, you can see it. She wants some cigars. What do they put in cigars other than tobacco? What can you put in there?
And then got a nerve to ask him for $30.
Yeah, look at that. So Brandon says, okay, I'm going to grab some cigars. Then if you look at the bottom of it, Cora is asking him, can you send me $30? I'll send it back Wednesday. Cash App. Mary
Wait a
Jane.
minute. She don't got $30. That's what you mean to tell me? She don't got $30? I am so confused.
She said, cash out me $30. Girl. She probably just said that to see if he had some money.
This is crazy. This is crazy. How are you that broke?
Wait a minute. Okay, because I'm sorry. I read y'all comments too, but I'm talking and I'm listening. This is a whole lot. Y'all know I'm new to making videos, but Deborah said I was in the Kojic church for over 40 years. So I so blessed the Holy Spirit told me to come from amongst them. These church folks is wicked as hell, and that's where they going if they don't repent. Listen, I've been all up and down the church. I've been all up and down the church, honey. I seen exactly what they be doing up in here. It's wrong. It's wrong on so many levels. And they want you to come in and act like you don't see this shit. They want you to come in and pretend and play church. I'm not playing with nobody's church.
Holier than thou.
I'm not finna do it. If I see y'all up in here being hypocrites, judging people, running people away from the church, they not God. They ain't God up in there. There's so many devils up in there. They acting like they got the Holy Spirit falling out in the middle of the aisle. Okay, where they do that at? Because I used to be looking at them like they was crazy. That's fake.
I'm so over them.
They faking. They see one person falling out, the next thing you know, the next person, oh Lord Jesus, they falling out in the middle of the aisle. They coming over there trying to push your forehead back and make you fall. I never fell. Cause I'm standing right here. I'm not finna pretend they didn't want me to come up there. I'm like, she don't play right. No, I'm not playing none of this. I want to see what they doing, how they falling out. And it didn't happen. They said, I'm trying to quench the spirit or something. That's not even what the Holy Spirit is. Nowhere in the Bible does it say the Holy Spirit gonna make you fall out into convulsions. What if you hit your head on one of these pews? What if you fall back and bust your head? You think God wanted you to do that? But you never see them falling out and busting their head though. The way they don't fall out till they get in the middle of the aisle and all of a sudden they got convulsions. Somebody got to catch them. Won't you fall out in your seat and fall back and hit your damn head? How about you doing that? Because if you was really gone, you would fall out wherever you at. They get up, say, excuse me, get in the middle and fall out. Why don't you stand up and fall out where you at? Why you got to come way in front of the pastor, opening your legs, falling out? Then all these deacons and church mothers and goddesses coming over here, picking you up off the floor, fanning you for about an hour. People walking out the door, Sister Mary over here. Girl, over here still on the floor. You know it's over. Church over. It's 2:30. Let's go. But then they tell you can't get up and leave because you got to wait for everybody to finish falling out. No, I got somewhere to go at 3. I'm leaving. I'm like, I come here. Let me finish continue. I've been and went on and on about these people. Let's continue this video.
Keep in mind, the 25th, that's the same day he got arrested. That was right before he got arrested.
I know she need to smoke her some kush. She needs some marathon OG. She needed to call Black Sam and get some marathon OG because I know she's going, boy, this dude don't have the slightest idea what a ditch is laid for him. But you know what Dr. Charles G. Hayes always said in Chicago? If you dig one ditch, you better dig 2. Because the trap you set for me just might be for you. So the bishop's daughter on the 24th of April, a Sunday, at the church, needs some cigars. Probably, in my alleged opinion, to roll weed. I know what y'all gonna say. Weed's legal. Yeah, weed's legal. But guess what? It's not legal in Texas. Is weed legal in Texas, Skye?
Not at all.
Are you sure maybe Governor Abbott didn't fall out of his wheelchair and make weed legal?
Nah, it's not legal. It's illegal here in Texas.
It's illegal still in Texas, which makes it still a sin in Texas. Well, it's sin anyway, period, because it alters your mind. And the Bible says, be vigilant, be sober. Your adversary, the devil, walk him about as a roaring lion. Say yes. That's what y'all gonna go get y'all money to hear, so you might as well hear it here anyway.
You know what I'm saying? And then look, Cora don't even got a real ministry license. She went to TDJ School of Ministry. She ain't went to nobody's seminar. She ain't went to nobody's Bible college. Girl, I could be called by God right now and start preaching. Because guess what? You don't got to go to school. You know why? Because the scripture said, those who are called by my name. So God called me to preach. He put the word in me to teach. I don't need to go to school. I can start a whole church right now and say I was called by God. I don't need no credentials or nothing. This is what they do. I call myself Dr. Sean right now. What? How everybody got a doctor in front of their name now? Huh?
Because they're fake.
Or a bishop. How are you a bishop? I want to know how you a bishop and your kids are stealing kids. His son is crazy too. I heard he go both ways. Cora go both ways. These are the heathens he raised in church for over 30 years. These are pastors' children. They're pastors' children. They was raised in the church. So if the church was doing any justice for anybody, why is your kids whack and crazy as hell and delusional? Why? TD Jakes, I want to know. I'm serious. Like, I really want to know, how are your kids worse than ours? How is your kids worse than people in the world kids that don't go to nobody's church? So is the devils really in the church, or are they out in the world? Where are they? Because at this point, I can't tell the difference. I don't know where they at. But I know I see they in your church, in your ministry right now, though. I'm on you. I'm on you, TD Jakes, Cora. Y'all ain't trying to respond to nobody. Y'all ain't trying to reply to nobody. Y'all over here doing the most behind the scenes and ain't saying nothing up front. But oh, God is good. Oh, just y'all still over here preaching. Y'all still getting up there in front of millions of people on Sunday, telling us what? No, I want you to clean out your closet. I want you to, let's start lifting up under y'all beds and seeing what's up under there, huh? Y'all always trying to check other people. Y'all can get checked. Y'all can get touched too. God touching y'all right now. All right? He using regular people to expose y'all. Okay? I don't got a dog in this fight. I don't go to none of y'all churches. All right? I don't even know Michelle. All right? But she's a woman and she's crying out for her children, and I do have kids, okay? And if somebody had took my kid, honey, it would have been all hell to pay up in the Potter's house. I don't give a damn what type of security y'all got. Brandon would have been getting rolled the fuck over. Excuse my language right now, y'all, but this shit got me triggered. Brandon ass would have got touched. Soon as I walked into the gate, I started karate chopping everybody's heads off. Where's my son? And I ain't shutting up until I find him.
Exactly.
Well, let me play this video.
So here we have on the 24th day of April. All right, so the 20th, the guy is arrested. All right. So where did I leave off? The 24th, he goes to pick up his son. All right. And the 24th, unrealistically, he's going to take his son back. And what happens on the 25th?
He gets arrested on the 25th.
He gets arrested on the 25th. Where did he get arrested at?
In the parking lot in my apartment.
In your apartment in the parking lot. So did Cora Jakes know where you live at?
I didn't tell him.
You didn't tell her? I'm sorry. If you don't laugh, you'll start crying. And so you didn't tell her. So how do you think they tracked Brandon's car to your apartment? And when do you think they got the ability to track his apartment? I think it was at the park.
I do too. I think when they was meeting up to transfer Jason, that's when it all went down.
And they didn't even have to use
They
trackers because they have investigators. They have
hold on, y'all. They gonna follow this man, arrest him illegally with no warrant. Don't even tell his girlfriend nothing, but don't try to contact him. I mean, if you just imagine, y'all, because I'll always put myself in somebody else's shoes. I'm an empath, so I'm sitting here. This is why I'm getting mad, because I'm putting myself in this woman's shoes right now that's telling her story, just like I put myself in Michelle's shoes. So I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, okay, if I just met a man, I don't know nothing about his past life. We just going to the store. We coming home to my house where I live at. Police pull up out of nowhere, jump up out the bushes, grab him, put him in a car, separate me from him. Now I can't even talk to him. And then they ask me, do you know anything about some sexual assault? No, I don't even know what's going on. Okay, can y'all tell me where y'all taking him to though? Don't worry about it. Go in the house. Shut up. Act like you ain't seen nothing. What? And then you like, huh? They ain't said it like that. I'm just paraphrasing. This is what I'm thinking. Well, damn, what do I do at this point? They just told me don't call nobody, don't try to find them, don't try to help them. But this your man you've been sleeping with for the last 2 months. Y'all got me fucked up. Where the, okay. And then you can't do nothing about it. And then you don't even hear about what's going on until you get on social media. Until you see on the, like how we looking at everything like, what? She finding out information from watching the same person I'm reviewing the video on. Like what? Let's continue.
Follow you. There are people who, when you pull into that church, allegedly, I'm told, there are people who write your license plate down and run your license plate when you pull in there.
Oh my goodness.
You didn't know that, did you?
I never went
One of the members told me that when you roll up in there, even while you're in church, if they don't get you right away, there are people go through the parking lot and write your license plates down and stuff and call it in for whatever reason they want to see what's on you. They even have Marines.
I'm sorry, y'all. This is not a church, okay? If you pull up in a Potter's house parking lot, they running your plates. They got who you are. So if you even try to do anything and escape, you ain't getting away. I mean, but why would they think anybody want to come there and do anything anyway? What will a man of God fear? Okay, what would a man of God have to fear? Because the Bible and on scripture tell you that don't fear no man, fear God. But y'all afraid of y'all got security at the front desk, security at the front gate. This don't sound like a church. This sounds like a military ground. Or they got more security than the freaking White House. You
Exactly.
you blink 3 times.
I cannot believe it.
I can't do it.
I'm so dead.
Let me tell you, it was some years ago. I used to go to City of Refuge. I don't know if you remember this, but it had to be like in 03, 04, somewhere. It was a while ago. It was a long time ago, y'all. And TD Jakes came to visit the City of Refuge. Let me tell you something.
Oh yeah, I remember.
City of Refuge is on Rosecrans and San Pedro. Is in the city. They have a parking lot across the street. That's it. And then they got a parking lot like down the street, but you got to walk far to get to the church to get it. So we came like an hour or so early. That wasn't even enough time. Girl, let me tell you something. It was a line 2 to 3 miles from the church. And then people was mad and other businesses was mad because people was blocking their driveways, leaving their cars in the middle of the street to get into the church. People was getting their cars towed away. People was in church praising God like, this is the day. And they clapping their hands, and then they on a loudspeaker like, anybody got a gray Toyota, your car is getting towed. Anybody got a blue Honda, your car is getting towed. People cars was getting towed because they were so worried about getting in that church to see TD Jakes as if he was Jesus that they left their cars, blocking people's driveways. And then it's a community too. The church was supposed to have been had a parking lot structure that they were supposed to build. They never built it to this day, y'all. To this day.
that parking lot is still there.
2022. And
it ain't nobody in that parking lot hardly nowadays. I just went there about a couple years ago. It's like way less people than it used to be.
Girl, let me tell you, that parking lot never got built because they said it was gonna take $1 million, right? Everybody was giving 1,000, 100, 500. I mean, every week for a girl. They never. What happened to the $1 million parking lot, Bishop Jones? What happened to that? Y'all ain't upgraded that church. Y'all haven't remodeled that church. Y'all ain't built no parking lot. Y'all ain't did nothing up in there but collect tithes and offerings and destroy people's lives, right?
It's way less people. It ain't nobody in there. I'm telling you. I think that's why a lot of people started seeing the truth and they left that church because it ain't hardly nobody up in that church no more. It used to be packed every Sunday.
I don't even want to get on Bishop Jones, but speaking of Bishop Jones, yeah, that's the one that just got married to Loretta. Yeah, y'all I seen your red bottoms, Bishop Jones. I seen that dress Loretta was wearing. How much that cost? Oh, I see what y'all did with the parking lot money now, right? How you pay for that wedding and y'all still ain't got a parking lot. But you know what? I ain't hating. I'm just saying. Hey, I'm just saying. 20 years later, no parking lot, big, huge wedding. Do you still stay in that house over there? Over there at Playa del Rey on the beach? You still stay over there? Yeah? Or did you upgrade to a mansion? What type of house? How you living, Bishop Jones? Are you worrying about gas prices? I want to know, how come none of these churches has tried to issue out any type of gas cards to their members? I want to know that. Y'all got Bishop TDJ sitting on $25 million right now. You can't take $1 million of that to donate to your members. some gas cards or something to get them through the rest of the year. I don't never hear about none of y'all providing miracles that y'all supposed to be providing. That's why I say y'all full of liars and crooks. Whatever. I'm finna play this video because I don't even want to go on these people like this.
Positions to run backgrounds on people. I know the whole thing now. I can't be fooled now.
Oh, that's
They have special people in the military. Well, one of them quit. He's no longer there because he got tired of the wrongdoing and stuff like that. But when they want to run background makes, they can even go into the military. That's how strict they really are. They are really suspicious. They really want to know who's coming into the Potter's house. So if you think you're going into the Potter's house and don't nobody know who you are and they don't know what you did or where you came from, whether your car is a rental car or not, you crazy.
I got a question.
But go ahead. I got an answer.
You think they had cameras in the house or outside the house to see?
Sure they do.
So I wonder why they didn't run back camera footage to see who did what if she was so-called, you know what
because they're counting on a guy with no money, no family in Georgia, no friends. People here don't even know that Brandon has absolutely nobody other than you in Texas. He has not an uncle, a cousin, a relative, nobody. And he's just sitting there in the jail probably wondering, do anybody care? Do anybody see? A very easy person to pick on. And what was he doing? What fathers do. He should have preached Father's Day service at the Potter's house. He'd been better than the father I heard to hear at the Potter's house, talking to some men, and then looking at his daughter do this to a man who was coming by to pick up his adopted son, and wouldn't even allow to see his daughter, who is out of town, making allegations that she was molested. Does that make any sense?
Not at all.
Because we could put, I'm not going to do it, but we could put her text messages up here to her father too. Would definitely contradict anything that they're saying. Why are you text messaging your alleged, and hold on a second, why are you emailing your alleged molester? They're going to have a hell of a time proving that in court. Because we're going to submit emails. This cracks me up.
It's so sick. This is so sick. The lengths people will go to ruin somebody else's life because you're not happy with your own.
Let me ask you a question. It's personal. Can you still have children?
Yes.
So you can still have children. Okay, hold on. Let me prove my point. They say picture's worth 1,000 words. And I believe in telling the truth to shame the devil. So you're married to a woman.
My goodness.
You involved with a woman like that. And I still think she used voodoo. That's just my opinion. I don't know. I'm a legend. Because I don't know what the hell was wrong with Brandon when he decided to do this. All right. So now, you're about to book. All right. And you leave. And all of a sudden, you get free. You get divorced. And now your woman look like this. That's a hell of a difference.
Yeah. I say so myself.
Oh my God. Cora is not, oh man, I gotta hold on. Now he came up and got him a whole nother woman who can have kids. How you like them apples, Cora? You know what? Maybe if you shouldn't be so evil and wicked, God would have blessed your womb to have children. But you can't. And it's a reason why you shouldn't have custody of nobody's children. Give all those kids back. Go and get some help. Your daddy needs to put you in a psych ward immediately. You don't need to be no children. You don't need to be in nobody's children ministry. You don't need to be nowhere but in a psych ward. That's where you need to be. You're going to make yourself a mother and steal somebody's child. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You looking like your daddy. That's who you look like. You look just like your daddy. Girl.
That's a hell of a difference. I mean, my man got his vision black. This is better than the blind guy. First Moses, now Brandon.
Sadiq.
It is. First Moses, now Brandon. I mean, I'm watching miracles. I'm watching miracles right in front of my face.
And you know what? Brandon ain't even that half a bad looking brother. I don't know how he fell into the traps of Cora. I don't know how he got mixed up in her web of lies. I don't know how he got mixed up with that family. But he did the best thing by leaving. He said, I don't want your money. I don't want y'all life. I'm done with it. I'm over it. Moved on. Got into a better relationship. Probably would have possibly on his way to having a child of his own that he didn't have to smuggle with Cora and sneak and lie and connive on other people's lives and destroying other people's lives and making other people's lives miserable while you live lavish. It never works. You never come up on the downfall of somebody else's back. It won't last. You doing stuff crooked and the wrong way is how you're gonna lose it. How you get it is how you're gonna lose it. So if you stole somebody's child, it's gonna be stolen back from you. You're gonna give it back, Cora. You're gonna give that baby back because you didn't get him the right way. Fake ass.
He was blind. Look at that. He was blind as a bat.
Wow.
And now he see. My God. See, God do miracles.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you got people whom I believe that was working witchcraft. It's the power. Hold it. It's the power of Christ that compels you. The power of Christ. The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels.
Girl, they got Cora raising up out the bed like the exorcist. That's Cora. She needs exorcism immediately or something. She's got so many demons up in her. She's crazy.
You. The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you.
I'm dead.
The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you.
This bitch need an
The
exorcism.
power of Christ compels you.
Who's saying a prayer
The
for?
power of Christ compels you. The power of Christ compels you.
That's a shame.
Sadiq.
I can't.
I would not be caught dead in the Potter's house. I have never wanted to go. No, not me. I'm not doing it. When I seen them people falling out worshiping that man, I knew something then. And I didn't even know what I know now about the church, but I knew something then. I was like, this don't make no sense. What they love him so much for? I was trying to figure out, was Jesus in there? Because when I first came to the street, it was a long line. So I'm like, what's going on up there? It was so many cars. The church couldn't even hold all the people. So it was still people just outside. People just started just hanging out in their cars and stuff because they couldn't get inside the building. I don't even remember if I got in or not. I think I left. I was like, this ain't, I'm finna go. It was a revival or something. And TD Jakes was gonna be the house speaker. And the people was falling out for him like he was God in the flesh. I swear it was crazy. It was the most craziest thing I've ever seen. And this was over what, 10, 15 years ago? At least like 10 years ago. So Imagine the power he got now. If he had power like that, then can you imagine the power that he got now?
Right. It's so crazy to me. And I'm so glad that she spoke up and more people are speaking out right now. I believe that even more people are going to be speaking out about this because the truth will come out more and more.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm shocked. I'm still shocked. And you know, Michelle Lau did a video with Tasha K, but I'm not gonna subscribe to anything. I can't subscribe to anything. I can't pay for nothing if it ain't free. This I don't, you know, I'm not asking for no money. I don't get paid for none of this stuff. I'm just, you know, it's on my spirit to do it because I feel so bad for the girl, you know. And however, you know, we gotta start taking matters in our own hands. We can't wait for, you know, we got to do it. You know, we the people have all the power if we utilize it. Okay.
Right.
So it's only so much that I can do as an individual, but other people that see the video that's been watching Tanique reviews, because I like listening to him. However, we got to get the message out, whether it's free. I don't really believe that you should charge people for this. I believe that Michelle Loud said enough in her 2-hour video. It was enough for me to know that something's wrong, something has to be done. These churches need to be stopped. But guess what? These people are gonna wake up on their own time. I'm not gonna force or try to, you know, it's whatever. You know, I ain't trying to tell people not to go to church. It's up to you. But if you see all the evidence in front of you and you still don't do nothing, you're willfully being ignorant. And I can't roll with you. So the people that see what's going on, the people that understand what's going on, is not trying to be dumb and act like they don't see what's going on. Y'all go back over there in the corner and play dumb. Continue to go to the church. And if you feel like it's helping you, then by all means continue going there. But as for me, I'm going to say what's right. I'm going to stand on what's right. I will not be moved off my square. Okay. I know exactly what's going on. I heard Michelle. I heard what Skye had to say. The girl we just got through listening to, Brandon's new girlfriend. So behind the scenes, it's a lot going on as well. So it's a lot of people that's on it. And now that, you know, Tasha K has over 1 million some followers, she has a bigger platform to at least, you know, let the word get out through Michelle, whether people pay for it or not, it's up to you. But long as it's getting into other people's hands is all that matters to me. And so something will get done. You feel me? Because I'm for what's right at the end of the day. I'm not with no foolishness. I'm not with no fakery. Like, they really need to stop that. Don't make no sense at this point. We don't believe you. We don't believe you, TD Jakes. The jig is up. Okay? You're being exposed. Your corrupt church, if you want to call it a church, all right? It's not a house for, it is a house for sick people. Because sick people go there and y'all take advantage of them. Weak-minded people go there, yeah, and y'all run game on them. But let me tell you something. Game recognized game all day. All right? I knew y'all wasn't nothing but a bunch of crooks, and y'all wasn't finna pimp me, okay? I'm still blessed, huh? Yes. Honey, I even wanted for nothing, still surviving through a depression, through a recession, through any president, okay? Because when you living right and you doing what you're supposed to do, you're gonna always win. But if y'all over here lying, stealing, and doing all type of killing and locking people, innocent people up, guess what? The jail you plan for me gonna be the jail you gonna rot in. How about that? Okay? Mister, you can have several seats with your big ass. I'm gonna start on this. Girl, like I'm telling you, I'm gonna keep it clean, keep it simple. As long as the message gets out. I'm gonna wrap this video up. You got something you want to add?
No, but thanks to everyone for watching. I appreciate all the views and all the comments and likes. Please subscribe.
Yeah, and if y'all go check out Tanique Reviews. And I've been looking at everybody that's been covering this, honestly. And you know, this is a hot topic right now. We need to stay on their necks. We need to keep our foot on TD Jake's back. And it's gonna take several feet. Because he got a big back. Shit, he got a big back. And Cora, we might have to double team her. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get a good one in real quick. Boom. And then we just brush her. Okay? It's gonna take an army to get that big Bertha ass. Woo, child. Well, she needs to get drugged, dragged, all of that. She needs to get snatched up. See, because see, if Michelle was my friend and all this was, girl, let's go over there, right? Because see, it would have been, the news would have had to come out. The news would have been there. The news would have been there. All right? Because from what Michelle said in that video, when they rolled up on her and grabbed her, she was visiting her son, and Cora and them rolled up to take Jake. Girl, I ain't signed nothing yet. What you mean? This still my child. See, Michelle didn't know that she didn't have to give her child up to nobody. They didn't even have no paperwork in place at that time. That's why y'all gotta know y'all laws. Y'all gotta know y'all laws. Y'all gotta know. But even dealing with powerful people like this, you gotta have money to be able to battle people with money. All right? That's why I keep a savings. Okay? And everybody knows. So if anything happened, hey, go get my safe, get my debit card, bail me out. And then let me fight my shit out of jail. You can't fight locked in there. I don't even know. His bill is like $150-some thousand. So I think he's still in there. So how you gonna fight in there? And then you don't got nobody speaking for you on the outside. Huh? That's not right. But justice will be served. Get y'all stuff, have y'all stuff in order. Know the laws in the state that you live in. Know your rights. You don't gotta say nothing. You don't have to agree to anything. You don't have to do nothing but keep your mouth shut. That's all you got to do is stay quiet. Don't tell on yourself. All right? They got to prove it. So that's all I'm going to say. I'm going to wrap this video up. Thank you guys for watching. We'll be back for another video. Stay blessed. Like, subscribe, and share the video. Get the message out to as many people as y'all can. Use this video. I don't care. I'm new to this, so I'm just learning as I go. All right. I haven't tagged nobody. I'm still learning how to work YouTube. You know, I've been on here forever, but I've never really created videos. So when I do have the extra time, we'll get into some more stuff. So I got to get ready for work tonight. So stay blessed. Thank you, Carmelite. Good night.